Morning. Not even close to morning. It's about 4 o'clock here on Sunday. I got that assignment done that I was worried about, Fundamentals of Business Statistics, Quiz 1. Big thanks to Joe with that. We spent about an hour and a half working on that, but it's done. So, we've got snow. We've got 5-6 inches so far. Used snow blower, first time since November. Things started right up. It's nice. Blew everything off here. We're kind of in a lull right now. I think it's going to come back and start snowing pretty hard again. Anyways, I'm headed down to my grandparents' house right now. They said they've got about 5 inches and they want somebody to clean the driveway off. So we're going to do that. I've had the 330 out already. Just a little warm-up run. It's doing great. Honestly, it's about 32 degrees. It's just freezing, so it's just snow. It's a wet snow, but that's nice in the way that hands aren't freezing, feet aren't freezing yet, at least with the amount of time I've spent out here. And I'm wearing my snowblowing jacket, so it's nice and noisy. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll show you the situation down there. First time his snowblower will have been used this year, so we'll see how it does. Piano Man, that's a great song for Sunday. We just hit 219 earlier today. I guess it's 29 degrees, it's getting cooler. 219,003. And looks like the main roads are pretty well plowed right now. An hour ago, they weren't at all. So it's good to see they're keeping up with things. Tomorrow's Monday. I have a 9:15 technically tomorrow morning. It would be really nice if we either get dumped on tonight or it freezes and the roads are ice. I'm hoping for poor conditions. So I wake up tomorrow and see that, oh God, that truck is coming sideways towards me. I don't like that. Hope we wake up tomorrow to an email from the university saying that classes, even just before 10 a.m. are canceled, which is their first level of bad weather. They cancel before 10. If it's a little worse than that, then they cancel before noon. If it's worse yet, they'll call the day. But hopefully we get something, because I don't want to go in tomorrow. I don't want to get up, and I don't want to go into that stupid class and sit there. The only reason I do is he takes attendance. If it's really bad and they don't call it, say it's worse up here than down there, I will probably just not go. I know Joe's not going in, and for Joe to skip, you know, it's going to be bad, hopefully. We got an E90. It's a 28 based on the tailpipes, and I'm seeing something big after 28, so it must be an XI. That's an XI. So an E90 then, is that, I know they went from calling it an XI to X-Drive at some point during the E90 life cycle. So my question is, that's probably an X-Drive system that's different than mine, smarter, probably better? Or since it says XI, is it the same thing? I don't know. I mean, I don't think they did the E90 Coupe in 06. I think that was just the sedan. So that would be after an 06. Anyways, you guys answered my question yesterday about the 08 Plus E60s. Here's the thing though, I know that was a facelift that I saw at the gas station based on the taillights. They were the LED tail lamps. But I am 90% sure it said 525 on the back, but I would agree with you that the 525 was a pre-facelift, pre-07 or 08 model, and then it would have to be a 28i. I don't know, I'm nerding out here, but I did look it up. It's the N54 or N55 or something. The 28i and the 25i were pretty miserable in the way they produced like 210 horsepower. In an E60, that would be just horrible, I would think. But obviously the 35i, once they got the turbos, that thing was making like 270, so that would have been a fun car. They've got downtown very nice and clear. This is probably their priority 1A. Main Street and the intersections downtown. It looks like it's just rained a little bit. Name the movie. What movie was this song in? Beginning and closing credits. You should know, it's a good movie. I know Alex is jamming right now. Can't play too much because YouTube. About 5 or 6 inches here. I think we'll be done about a half hour. All right, officially the worst roads I've driven on this year as far as these main roads go. My way down this afternoon at 4, it's now about 7. It was just wet, totally clear. Right now, not totally clear. DSC is on, and it's a blast because everybody else is driving like I'm on ice. I haven't seen my light flash yet. So, honestly, this is kind of fun. This is one of the more capable cars out on these roads. So we're enjoying it. I wish I filmed more when I had the smart car. We're coming up on a red light. Watch the speedometer. It just stops. No problem. Hey, look who it is. It's the fun car. I want you to listen to something. Can you hear that? That's exhaust clicking. It just ran for the first time in 3 months or something. Don't freak out, I filmed it, I did. Everything's on that camera. Actually, it's on the SD card that's in this camera. It was filmed on that camera. And it'll be uploaded to E39 Source. I think we have publications set for Monday and Wednesday, so next Friday. Next Friday, tune into the channel. We'll have a Ryan's 2005 winter update and its first start. And I will tell you this, I turned the key, it started like it ran yesterday. Maybe a little tight at first. I revved it up to 2,000 for about 3 seconds. I didn't hear any Vanos noise. I didn't hear any rattle, any lifter noise, any chain noise, nothing. It sounded great. As it warmed up, I did hear the Vanos rattle come back. Other than that, I was really impressed with it. We let the oil get warm, we let the coolant get warm, we backed it up a little bit. I spun the tires on the mat because the clutch is so freaking heavy and it barely requires any gas, and it is really short and hard to control when you get used to a stupid inline six. Sorry, inline six owners, but those cars feel like baseball bats instead of a precision instrument. Ironically, I love baseball bats instead of precision instruments for some jobs. But backing it up, I did see a good little bit of power steering and oil leaks. Oil leak just being from the spill I had last fall. I'm not really aware of any active oil leaks in the engine. The valve cover gasket might have a drip over the course of 2 months. That's about it. But we're definitely going to get those power steering hoses replaced. I mentioned all of that in the video. So the back, since I backed it up kind of out the garage a couple inches, has a little bit of condensation there on the bumper, so I'm just going to let it sit an hour or 2 or 3 now. And then before I go to bed, I'll wipe the back off with some Z6 in case anything got in from outside. Yes, I'm that anal. Then we're going to put the cover back on and be done with it, probably until I drive it come March or April if the weather keeps going as it has. Those are the pieces of newspaper that were in the exhaust. But yeah, I'm very relieved. Everything seems to be great. Check the oil level. It's still pretty high. I don't know why it raised up so much. Getting it warm, I would think it would recirculate through the part tops of the engine and lower in the pan, but it doesn't seem to have much. It's just below the fill line now. Battery chargers plugged back in, battery chargers charging. I'm not putting the stuff back in the exhaust until that cools for obvious reasons. My feet are cold. I'm gonna go in now. The reason I started it tonight actually is today's the warmest temperature we're gonna have in 2 weeks. It's about 40 degrees in here, 29 or 30 now outside. We're going to be back down around 0, down in the teens. I think we see -12 one day this week. I just wanted the engine to move about, do a little dance, a little shimmy shimmy before it gets all coldy again. Welcome back. Just watched an episode of Prison Break, maybe halfway through season 4. Talked to Sam, Bobby a little bit. I had like 14, 15 emails, personal emails into E39 Source today, and I like to be thorough in my responses. So it took me forever to get through that. Anyways, this part's done. I edited the video in the car. I'm not going to put it up Friday. It's going to go up tomorrow. I moved everything back. I noted in the video the date was the 1st, and I didn't want it to be a week late by the time it was published. So it's going up tomorrow morning at 10, if anybody cares. I'm going to throw the cover back on. Back is uncondensed and is clean now. That's pretty much it, I think, for today. Tomorrow, I've heard that they canceled classes before noon, which is perfect. Mine was a 9:15, so I don't have to go in early tomorrow. We'll sleep in, work from home. I gotta ship that data doubler, so we'll take that over to the post office. Probably have to do some more snow blowing tomorrow. I'll take my jacket in so it warms up. And that's where we stand. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on Monday. Hope your weekend went really well, and hopefully you wanted whoever to win who did win, and you're satisfied with the game. Cavs play the Philadelphia 76ers tomorrow night, so I'll be watching that. All right, good night.